Good evening, guys, and welcome to the class. And as usual, let's just make sure that I'm audible to all of you. Am I audible? Yeah. So I'm just waiting for the confirmation. Umang, am I audible? Okay. All right. So today's agenda is the acquisition reports. Some part of the acquisition reports we have already seen, which is the campaign reports, right? And the objective is to discuss how key dimensions in acquisition reports are collected and reported, and how to use the acquisition reports to find basic campaign optimization opportunities. Now, the acquisition section, okay, you will be seeing that the acquisition section helps you understand how people find your website or app, and these reports are valuable as they help any business understand their investment in digital marketing. We have already seen this thing, some part of it, through the UTM parameters in our last class, right? I hope you remember that. And then we can compare marketing channels. Okay, we can find high quality traffic generators, make decisions about advertising strategy, and the reports in the acquisition section can be broken out by channel, source, medium, campaign, keyword, and more. And you remember the UTM parameters. Now, before we continue with this, if you have any questions, any queries, let me know. Also, tell me where are we on the assignment part. Are you experiencing any issue with the assignment? So far, we have covered a lot of things, and I'm sure you have started going through your assignment also. So, in case the next class would be the last class, so make sure you complete your assignments on time. Okay? And if you have any queries, okay, you can note down your queries, connect with me, or you can discuss your queries in the last class also. So, whatever works for you, I am available to resolve your queries. Feel free to post it. Okay, and let us. Is it compulsory to create blog for assignment? No, that's not compulsory. As long as uh, you are okay with the Google's demo account, you already have that access, Umang. The Google's demo account, right? So you can check, read all your reports there. And for the configuration settings, you can create your analytics account, that I'm sure you have already done that, and add a property, okay, imaginary property, and add views to that, and then create define goals there, and then apply filters there. You will not be able to see any real data, of course, but you know how to define all that. Yeah. So I'll share that video link, Shatakshi, for that. Okay. So you can think of cohort as a unit. Okay. So this term originated from a Greek army. Okay. So it is used for a unit. So that for that I can share a video link with you. Yeah. So that explains it nicely. So that's okay. Okay, because there are a lot of things that for that there are great videos available. Okay, because we have the we have this 4 week restriction. So I'll rather focus on things which are more important for finding opportunities and the pain areas. Okay, and yeah, I'll surely share all those links. Not a problem. I'll surely share all those links. Right? Okay. So okay, and Umang, to answer your question completely, it is always good to have a dummy website to practice all this. I shared with you guys that uh, when I implemented that IP filtering, include me and exclude me. Okay, then I could demonstrate it because I used a dummy website for that. Okay, India's original probably, right? And if you create a blog, you can do that. You can do that. Creating a blog won't take much time. Okay, it's hardly a few minutes task, and I have already shared a link for blogger tutorials for beginners, and I would recommend that you watch it for an hour. Okay, it's a series of videos. It's a series of videos. You watch it and create your own blogger blog, not WordPress.com. Okay, because on WordPress.com you can't add Google Analytics unless you go for the paid plan. Okay, so do that. Okay, clear? Should we continue with this acquisition reports? Okay, so now the acquisition reports can be used to find the basic campaign optimization opportunity. And let's understand with the default channel traffic report. Let's quickly understand what this default channel is. See, this is the grouping done by Google Analytics by default for you. You can change this grouping. I'll tell you what all these are. Okay, what is the organic search? So, what is organic search? The traffic which is coming from search engines. Organic traffic coming from the search engine is called organic search. Let's go to Google. You know that a search engine drives two kinds of traffic. Okay, it drives paid traffic and it drives organic traffic. So if I am searching, for example, boom pods, earpods, buy India online, so that's my query, for example. So it triggers it some ads. You can see shopping ads over here, you can see text ad over here, and then you can see organic links, right? So the search engine in response returns two kind of results. So this is the SERP, the search engine result page. The SERP shows you, SERP shows you shopping ads, text ads, and that are part of Google AdWords, and you know that. And then it returns the organic results also. Okay, so any traffic coming through the organic links to your website, okay, will be recorded as part of organic search. I hope this part is clear. We are clear with the organic search. Now what is paid search? Let's see paid search is when your traffic medium is CPC. Okay, this includes ads on search engines also. Okay, uh, now the point is, if you are doing it on Bing, for example, you need to use UTM parameters. Okay, if you use Google Analytics as your web analytics tool, and you are advertising on Bing, then use UTM parameters to understand that this traffic from Bing is not organic and this traffic is paid. Okay, and to know more about your campaign. But if you are doing it, if you are using AdWords, okay, you are doing advertising on Google search engine, use of course using AdWords, then you don't need to use UTM parameters. You only have to link your analytics and AdWords account and set the auto tagging to true, that we will see in a few minutes. So UTM parameters are for non AdWords campaigns, please bear in mind. Okay, so my point is, when somebody clicks an organic link on a search engine, it is counted under organic search. When somebody is clicking up an ad on a search engine, Okay, it comes into paid search. Okay, now this default channel grouping extends this paid search by defining that any traffic that is coming as CPC, okay, where the UTM medium equals to CPC, then it will also be part of paid search. Let me show you this thing clearly on our blog site, the website account that we have seen several times. So this THB and the master data. And wherever you want me to repeat, I request that you uh, do it quickly, right? Post your questions really fast, because once we start with a different topic, it would be only annoying for you when you will be watching the video. Okay. Anyway, so that's just a suggestion. Okay. And go to acquisition, go to all traffic, go to channel. So that's how you reach over here, and uh, you can see this if I choose organic search over here. Okay. Of course, the first dimension it will show you the keywords, because whenever it is about a search, okay, the keywords are the important things, right? But we'll talk about this little later. Now check the source. So what this source is saying, the source is telling you we are into organic, right? That you got traffic from Google, you got traffic from Yahoo, and you got traffic from Bing. And where were we? We were in organic search. Organic search. So there we saw Bing, we saw Google, Bing, and Yahoo. Okay, so this part is, I hope, clear, and this is self-explanatory. But for paid search, I said this is not limited to the traffic, the paid traffic which is coming from search engines to your website. Okay, because this is search. This says search. It is including keywords also. So we'll do the same thing again. We will go to source, and we will see the source. You can see it's Google, Outbrain, and Facebook. How do I know that this is CPC? Because you can always check adding the secondary dimension called medium or complete source medium, because the primary dimension is already source. So there's no need to add the secondary dimension as source medium. Medium alone is enough. So it's showing you Google CPC, this much traffic from Outbrain, that's the paid traffic again. Okay, so you can see the traffic is 9,309. Okay, that's the number of sessions. And if you talk about the users, 8,825 users from Outbrain, that's your paid traffic. Facebook again, some paid traffic from Facebook also. I hope this part is clear. So this is not only limited to the paid traffic from a search engine like Google. It is including any traffic where UTM medium equals to CPC. Shatakshi, did you attend the last class, the UTM, in which we discussed the UTM parameters for campaign tracking? So what's your question? I said UTM parameters are used for non-AdWords campaign. Okay, it's for, I think you are asking this non-AdWords campaign. This is what you are asking. Okay, all right. So do not use UTM parameters with Google AdWords or AdWord campaigns. I'll tell you in a while. Okay, I'll tell you in a while that why we don't need it. Okay, and it will do more harm than good. Okay, we'll see all that. So I believe paid search and organic search is clear to everyone. Now, what is display? Display is primarily the traffic which is coming from Google's display network. I'm sure everyone knows Google has two networks, the search network, we all know that, and the display network is all those millions of websites where you have the provision to show the Google ads, right? So that's uh, Google's display network. So this website is also part of Google's display network. You can see this. This is coming through Google AdWords. Okay, so this is how it is, right? So any traffic, if I click over here, if I click on this ad of Heap Analytics, if I click over here, it will be recorded. If these guys are using Google Analytics, it will be recorded under the display traffic, and this will appear as source Google. It's not going to show you this, oh my god, ubuntu.co.uk over here. You can check all that in your AdWords report. You know how to do that, those who are done AdWords. Now, my another point over here is, if you are using UTM medium equals to CPM, okay, that will also be part of that will also be part of display, the default channel display. So any traffic which is tagged as UTM underscore medium equals to CPC will also be shown under display. Okay, feel free if you need if you want me to explain it again. Now, direct traffic is self-explanatory. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. So the number one, Chiranjeev, any traffic which is coming from Google's display network. It means if you are clicking an ad, AdWords, of course, on any website, okay, that is called Google's. That will be categorized as display. That will be grouped as display. Is that clear? Is this part clear? Okay. Now, second point is, I said you were working on Facebook. Okay, on Facebook, most bidding method is impression based. How many of you have done Facebook? How many of you done Facebook? Sana has done that. Okay, so you remember, and Shatakshi has done that. Okay, you remember this thing, Chiranjeev? You also remember that? Okay, no, the specialization is not needed in that case, Umang. It's just you just try to recall the basics of that. You know that the most used method on Facebook is impression based. Is that clear? And I hope you remember that it's not CPC primarily. You know that. So when it is impression based, what do you call it? Do you call it CPM? Do you call it CPM? When you are when you are UTM parameterized, when you are UTM parameterizing your landing page URLs on your Facebook ads, then you should do this one. You should do this way. My landing page .html, whatever your domain is, question mark UTM underscore source equals to Facebook, and UTM underscore medium equals to CPM, and UTM underscore campaign equals to the name of the campaign. Right? Is that clear? Is that clear now? Tell me. Is that clear now? You will be using CPM when your bidding method is impression based. Okay? Not CPC. Wherever you are using CPM, that will be grouped as display. Chiranjeev and everybody, is display clear completely now? That what kind of traffic you will be seeing over here? Got it, right? Okay. Now, direct traffic is also clear. When someone goes to your website directly by clicking a bookmark or by typing the address in the browser address bar. Okay, and you also know that if the links in an email are not UTM parameterized, that will also come under the category or the default channel grouping direct. Now, the referral is the traffic from all other websites. Okay, so if the traffic is uh, a uh, from a website other than social network and search engines. Okay, whether you tag it or not. Okay, tag means whether you use UTM parameter or not. Google Analytics automatically knows this, and it will be tagged as referral automatically. But for the better insight about this link, you must use UTM parameters. Is this part clear? The traffic which is coming from other websites is known as referral traffic, irrespective of tagging of your links. Okay, but to get the better insight, it's highly recommended that you UTM parameterized your links that you are creating on other websites. Let's quickly take an example. I was searching, let's say, for gravitational waves. I think I have given this example already. So I was searching for gravitational waves, and then I found the Wikipedia link. Okay, so gravitational wave, as you can see, this was given by uh, Einstein, uh, and it says they were first proposed by Henry, and then subsequently predicted in 1916 by Albert Einstein. Now, exactly after 100 years, okay, they were detected. Gravitational waves were detected. Okay, and this wiki page is all about gravitational waves. Okay, but we are not discussing physics here, so let's ignore that part. Okay, so this is all about gravitational wave. If you are interested in knowing all that, you can check that. So let's say I am done reading this article on gravitational waves, and then I'm looking for more information about it. And the structure of the wiki pages. You generally get a section called external link or external links that you can check for more information. So let's say if I go on this the video link on scientific talk on discovery, so I am going to this link. Okay, now for Wikipedia's Google Analytics, this visit should be recorded as Google/organic, because I followed a link, an organic link on the search engine Google. Right? I hope all understand. Everybody understand this. Now, for this website, this should be recorded as what? This should be recorded as en.wikipedia.org slash referral, right? Is that clear? en.wikipedia.org slash referral. So that will come under the referral traffic. I hope referral is also clear. So I'm repeating, irrespective of your tagging, it will appear into referral grouping if it is from a website other than social network and search engine. But to get the better insight, you must UTM parameter. You must use UTM parameters. Now we have the social. Now, if you haven't tagged your links on social networks like Facebook, for example, you posted something on Facebook with a link, okay, and this link is not UTM parameterized. This will come automatically under social. Okay, it will not go to paid search. We all know that. But if you are using UTM parameters, okay, you will get better insight about your post. You can revisit our discussion of UTM parameter if you are not sure what I'm saying. So just to prove my point that here we will be seeing Facebook traffic also, which is the referral traffic from Facebook. So I'm just going to social. Can you see this? Some traffic from Facebook, 305. And how do I know this is referral? Because I can always add what? The secondary dimension. Remember, secondary dimension is your friend. I always say that to get better insight, you always add a secondary dimension. Now, I hope this part is also clear, that the traffic which has not been, the links that have not been tagged on social network, okay, they will appear automatically under social. And if you have tagged them UTM parameters as a referral, then also they will appear into social. Any paid traffic from the social networks where the UTM medium equals to CPC will go to paid search, okay, or from any website, and any traffic which is coming, which is tagged as CPM will go into display, including the Google's display network, and this paid search including Google search network. I hope we all are clear with this. Are we clear with the default channel grouping, everybody? Yeah, is that clear? Okay. Now you can change this. You can change this default grouping. I give you one example. You say this is utter nonsense that you are showing paid traffic from other sources as paid search. Okay, please try to understand this. You are saying this is utter nonsense. You are showing paid traffic from Facebook, Outbrain, or any other site. Okay, LinkedIn or whatever site under paid search, because that's not search traffic, that is paid traffic, of course. So you want to create another group, that can be called as paid traffic, and paid search should include only the traffic, paid traffic, which is coming from search engines like Google and Bing. Yeah, making sense? Are we connecting here? Are we connecting here? You want to make this grouping really clear. You want to separate your paid search traffic from other kind of paid traffic. You can do that. For that you need to go to the admin, but remember, do this on the test view. Never touch your master view or any important view unless you are getting the results that you are expecting. And there you can go to the channel settings and then go to the channel grouping. You can create a new channel. Okay, you can create a new channel grouping, or you can edit the existing channel grouping. Okay, you can always edit this thing like paid search. So you can tell what paid search is. Instead of system defined channel, you can simply say no, 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 this is not, I'm going to do this. If the source is regular expression, or regular expression like uh, Google, pipe sign Bing, pipe sign Yahoo, or pipe sign America Online, or whatever. That's how you do it. So this is what you have actually fixed the paid search grouping problem. And now you can add another one, okay, where you will be again using source and medium, and you can include every paid traffic except the search engines. So it does not match. That's how it is going to work. Yeah. So yeah, that's right. Only AdWords traffic, but that is again, Umang, coming from the search engine, not from the display network. I hope this is clear. I hope we all are clear what I said. So you need to experiment on this. You need to experiment on this, but do that experiment on your test view. Never touch your main views. Is that clear, everyone? Devyani, is that clear? Kushal, is that clear? Nisha, Panchami, Sana, Rutika, everybody, is that clear? Chiranjeet, clear? Okay, all right. That's great. So then let's continue. Let's move forward. Great. So source medium report is simple. You understand very well what is the source, what is the medium. So if you go to source medium, you will see this report over here, that the paid traffic from Google, paid traffic from Outbrain, paid traffic from Facebook. That's the direct traffic. That's the referral traffic from the mobile Facebook, and all that you can see. All that you can see. So source medium is really simple. Referral. Tongue is twisting improperly. The referral, the referral is the traffic which is coming from other websites. Okay, so this is all about your all traffic report. Now let's come to the AdWords. Now, if you're wondering what AdWords is doing here, okay, in analytics, so let me tell you, this is because okay, so let me explain this thing first. AdWords is a tool which is designed and developed to target your audience and bring them to your online properties like your website. Yeah, I'm repeating, AdWords and analytics are two different products. AdWords designed and developed to target and bring your audience on your online properties like website. Now, analytics is something else. Analytics is all about understanding the user behavior, conversion patterns, finding opportunities, scaling them, finding pain areas, and fixing them. Okay, knowing what is popular content on your website, how your site pages are loading, what people are internally searching on the website, and all that. So it's all about the website, right? But the point is, AdWords is also very comprehensive tool. Okay, and it gives you everything, right from impression to the uh, ad clicks and the click through rate and conversion and everything that you really need to understand about your AdWords campaign performance. So why AdWords report into analytics? So the point is, AdWords is definitely a comprehensive tool, but it doesn't tell you about the user behavior. Okay, linking analytics and AdWords completes the picture of your user's journey, right? So it can also tell you the bounce rate, okay, for the traffic which is coming on your website through the AdWords, and it can also tell you about the time these people are spending and the number of pages they are viewing. It is very important to understand how engaged your audience is, which is coming through the paid channels. Okay, if they are not engaged, then you can definitely understand that there are different kinds of problems. Number one, you are targeting wrong audience. Okay, if they are not engaged, of course that's a clear indication. Another could be it is the right audience, but your content is not relevant to them. You are probably showing them a poor quality content, or you have written something which is not making sense to them. So they are not converting, they are going back, their bounce rate is high, they are not spending enough time on your website, they are not viewing many pages. So you really need to understand this behavior, okay, in order to improve your overall performance. The basic for your basic campaign optimization, right? So this is why you need to link analytics and AdWords. Now, how it is done and what are the advantages? I'll tell you, we will not talk about AdWords reports at all, because AdWords is explained by the AdWords trainer in great detail. Okay, so me explaining some part of it makes no sense. Okay, you already know AdWords. You can always revisit the recording of your AdWords part of your search marketing, and then yeah, and then you can have a look at all those topics in great details. Okay, so how it is linked first of all, okay, and how do you and what is the advantage of this linking? So we'll see that, and let's see over here. So okay, the very important thing, to link the analytics and AdWords. Okay, to link the analytics and AdWords, uh, uh, the prerequisite is that you must have one account. Okay, and this account must have added permission at Google Analytics property level and administrative access at AdWords account. So if your ID is Google ID at gmail.com, as you can see over here, so in the Google Analytics, this ID, Google ID at gmail.com, or whatever your ID is, must have added permission at the property level, not at the view level. Okay. If it is at the account level, that's okay. That's going to work. But it must have added permission minimum at the property level. And this ID must be an administrative ID in AdWords. That's the only prerequisite. I tell you, by going to this account, this account, the AdWords account is dead actually. Okay, so this one, so I can show you all that, there's no problem. So this is called argon tensile steels, and we are in the admin section of this Google Analytics, and you can see that here I am logged in as the ID Oh shucks, what I did. So here I am logged in as greyboxtechnologies at gmail.com. Okay, so that's the ID I am logged on to analytics account. Okay, and then I am also logged on to the AdWords with the same ID. You can see this greyboxtechnologies at gmail.com. Now to link, the first criteria is that you must have a common ID. So we are meeting the criteria one. The number two is, do you have added permission at the property level? So second column is for property, you know that. So this greyboxtechnologies at gmail.com has the added permission. So we are okay at the analytics level. If any queries related to this, please quickly tell me. Anything that you want me to repeat, then I'll tell you the AdWords part of it. Are we clear with the analytics part? What do we need to check? Are we clear with the prerequisite? Okay, so now let's check the AdWords part. So when you are logged into AdWords with the same ID, you go to the settings menu. Okay, this wrench icon is the settings menu, and here you need to go to the account access. Go to account access. If you want to make a note of it, do that quickly. Okay, although the session is being recorded, you can always revisit this. Account access. Now, this is this is going to show you whether you have admin access or not. Can you see this? I'm logged in as greyboxtechnologies at gmail.com, and this ID is an admin ID. The access level is of admin. Is that part clear? Are we clear? How do we check it? We go to the wrench icon, we can select the account access, then we get this screen, and then we make sure we are admin. If we are not admin, so whosoever owns this account, tell this person, then make this ID also admin. And you do this by, so the person will log in with the other ID, let's say the other ID at gmail.com, and add you from here as an admin. Okay, that's how it is done. That's how it is done. So very simple. This is the only thing that you need to check. Okay, now the linking part. So how do you link now? Once you have made sure that you have all the adequate permissions at the analytics and at the AdWords account, then in the analytics you go to the admin, and at the property level you go to AdWords linking over here. Okay, so sometimes it doesn't load. It happens actually, you will see a blank screen. So you just reload the page by pressing the Control R or the Command R depending upon the operating system you are on. So I just press Command R. Okay, this will reload and it will show you this thing. Now you can see this is automatically fetching the 10-digit customer ID. Are you seeing this 125-730-2178? Where it is coming from? It's coming from here. You can see the same customer ID. It is able to fetch it because this ID greyboxtechnologies at gmail.com has the admin permission in the AdWords. So that's the reason it is able to fetch it for you. If you don't have, you won't see this at all. So now is the time to link it. Turn it on. Turn on this checkbox and click on continue. Okay, I'll hold it for a while here so that you can make a note of it. Okay, so you turn on the checkbox and click on continue. Once you have clicked, you need to name this grouping. You can call it, for example, you can be okay with the default name also, but I would like to give it some meaningful name. I am saying uh, Argon, GA, and AdWords, and then I will add 125. That is the ID of customer ID, 10-digit customer ID of your account, so that you know which account you are linking. 730, because you can link more than one account also. So to make it absolutely clear, this is how you should do it, and you call it grouping or you call it linking, whatever you want to call it. Linking. This is how you do it. That's the correct name, naming convention. That's how you should do it. Okay, but it's up to you. It's a personal choice. As long as it works for you, you can write anything over here. And then in what views of Google Analytics you want AdWords data? I'm repeating, a property may have up to 25 views. this property, I said this is a dummy property. This has two views only. Okay, it doesn't even have that master view that we generally create. Okay, so if you want AdWords data in all the views, turn on all the views. Okay. For this, we have only two views. Or if you want it only in one view or more views, so turn on only those views in which you want this data. So we have two views over here for this property, and I say that only give me the data in the test view, not the other one. So that's how I will instruct this during this linking, and then I'll say link account, and then click on done. So this is it. We are done. We are done. Okay, we have linked it, and then let's quickly check it in the AdWords also. So for that, you can go to again your wrench icon and go to the linked accounts over here, and you will see that one link has been added. Google Analytics. That's what we need to check. Click details, and then you see this ID has too many property access. We are looking for this one dummy. One view linked. You remember I linked only one, which was test view. I didn't link the other view, which was the default website view. So that's why it's showing you only one view over here. Had I selected both the views, it would have shown you two views over here. Now we are back over here. So this is just to confirm that the linking is done correctly. Now, very important thing, you must check if auto tagging is set to yes. If your accounts are already linked, so you go to all campaigns, and then over here you go to settings. Okay, and from here go to account settings, and you can see this option auto tagging is set to yes. If it is not yes in your case, then you must turn it on. Okay, so this completes your linking, and setting it auto tagging has several benefits. I will tell you what are those benefits. Okay, I'll write over here benefits of auto tagging. You will see all that here. So that's the documentation. uh, you can read more about it. I'll quickly tell you what are the advantages. I have shared the link with you. Okay, so for benefits, okay, so it says that it saves you the work of manually tagging every final URL. So I said for your AdWords campaign, you add UTM parameters to the final URLs. Don't do that. There is no need now. Okay, you have linked, you have turned on the auto tagging. There is no need. So it is saving a lot of work. But if you are doing it manually, you are adding UTM parameters, so that can be sometimes error prone. Why error prone? Because for one URL, you added a source as Google, where capital G, where the G is in capital or the uppercase, and in another you used this as a lowercase g. So the problem would be whenever you will be looking at your acquisition reports, you will see two or more, depending upon how many variations of this source Google you have created. Sometimes you will be creating it on all capital. Okay, so you will be creating more sources unnecessary just for one source, and that data doesn't make any sense. Okay, you are only polluting your own data. Okay, so that's the reason you should completely avoid it. Okay, now another thing is, another benefit is when you are using auto tagging, it gives you more dimensions. With UTM parameters or manual tagging, it gives you only limited dimensions, these five dimensions, depending upon those five parameters you use. But when you are using auto tagging, it gives you so many additional dimensions. Not only this, it gives you richer data in these reports than manual tagging. So why work more, become error prone, and get less data? Don't do all these things. UTM parameters are not for AdWords campaign. They are for non-AdWords campaign. I hope I made my point absolutely clear. Any question? Tell me. Any question? Tell me. Are we clear? Okay, so we'll discuss the next topic, which is the Search Console reports in Google Analytics. But before that, I'll take Umang's query. Umang is asking, how did you add referral website? Or it automatically comes after changing URL by including referral in that. No, Umang, I didn't do anything. There are two ways. If you are clicking a link, let's say you have a link on Quora, which is pointing to your website. When somebody clicks on that link, that traffic will be that traffic will be shown in your Google Analytics where source is Quora. I don't have to do anything. But if you really want to know what page, what section, and all that, you want more insight about that, it is recommended that when you are posting that URL, you use UTM parameters to get better insight about that traffic which is coming from Quora or some other website. Is that clear? Does that answer your question, Umang? You are adding UTM parameters if you want to know more about it. And I'm talking about the website other than, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even for referral, okay, even for referral, if you want more uh, information about it. So let me show you this once again. Probably you have forgotten what we discussed in the last class. Let me quickly show you so that this ends this query for once and all. Just give me a second. Let me fetch something on my timeline.
Actually, what my question is, do we really need to add referral all the time for social medias, or it will automatically detect that it is a social media?
All right. So this one is the uh, this one is from Clever Idea, a page that I have liked. Okay, this Clever Idea has posted something over here. Now they have also shared this homescience.com. If I go to this if I go to this homescience.com, okay, notice that it if they are using Google Analytics, this visit is still be recorded as a referral or social from Facebook, but you wanted to know what post brought this user to this website, then you will be using UTM underscore source equals to Facebook, UTM underscore medium equals to referral or social because it is not paid, and UTM underscore campaign equals to science experiments. Now let us say these guys are posting 10 posts in a day. How would you know which post is bringing more traffic to your website? Are you getting that what I'm saying now? Did you get it? How would you know which? It is not mandatory. It's not mandatory, but it is giving you more idea. Okay, so I think this is enough. Anybody, any question now? Any other question? Yeah. Okay. All right. See, that's up to you only. You don't want enough information, don't use the UTM parameters. Okay. If you want, use it. So that's completely up to you. Okay. Having more information about, like I gave you an example, will always be helpful and understanding, right? Yeah, of course, Chiranjit. It gives you the in-depth data. So, for example, it is helping you understand what kind of post more people are liking, isn't it? What kind of posts people are liking the most, so that you can increase the frequency of that kind of post. Some post will not drive more traffic, uh, while other post will give you a lot of traffic. Okay, that will help you understand what is that your users want to see, isn't it? Okay, so is this clear to you also, Devyani, Panchami, Rutika? I'm just again asking randomly. Shadakshi, Sana. Yeah. Okay, so do we all understand the importance of UTM parameters now to great extent? Do we all understand the linking of analytics and AdWords? Okay. Now the next point, the next topic is the Search Console report. Now, the Search Console report is very interesting. Okay. First of all, if you don't know what is the Search Console, you can read an article that I'm going to share with you the link of this. So this one is the complete overview. This is little old, but this is okay. This is a 2016 article, but it is still relevant, so there is no problem. You can follow this one to know more about Search Console. Those who have done SEO, they already know what is the Search Console. How many of you have done Search Console? How many of you done SEO? So Panchami has done. Panchami has done that. Okay. So those who have done those who have done the search engine optimization, the SEO module, they know what is the search console. Okay. Umang, remind me. Remind me the same in the last session. Okay. If I see that everybody is submitting the feedback, I'll share the link. That's a deal, isn't it? Is that a deal? Done? Okay. All right. All right. I expect at least this much from you guys. Huh? Okay. All right. Great. So, okay. So, great. Okay. So the Search Console is, or it is also known as, first of all, Webmaster Tools. Okay. Earlier they used to call it Webmaster Tools, and it's a completely free and absolutely, I mean, I would say, absolutely indispensable, useful service offered by Google, because it tells you a lot of things about your website. It tells you, first of all, what is the health of your website. When it comes to the health of the website, sometimes there is a malicious code on your website and you are not even aware of. There are malware on your website. Okay, and Google is penalizing your site for that. You have no idea that your site is infected, and you will, if you have added your website to Search Console, you would know about it. Okay. Another thing, it will tell you how many pages are indexed in Google. Okay, so let's say your website has 1000 pages and only few are indexed, so you would know that there is problem in crawling. All that kind of errors can be seen in Webmaster, that why the Google crawler or the Google bot is not able to crawl your website. You will know that. Okay. And if there are 404 pages, what is a 404 page? For example, you had a page on your website called ABC. Okay. And this, you renamed it as XYZ, or probably you removed that page. But this page was indexed in Google search engine. It is ranking. Okay. And maybe another example, somebody had bookmarked this page. So either ways, people are reaching this page and seeing a 404 error. Let me show you an error. If I go to let's go to some website. What website? Whitehouse.gov, and then let's say uh, uh, Web Analytics, May 2018 Weekday batch. Let's search for this page. .html. Okay, and you will see that this page doesn't exist and it says 404. Yeah, are you seeing this? So they have handled this 404 error. Okay, if you are seeing 404 errors in your web analytic, in your search console or webmaster, you will fix them. You will fix them, right? So you will definitely improve your users experience, because if your users are reaching 404 pages, believe me, they will not buy anything from you, because your trust level really goes down. Okay, so you can read more about this: manual penalties, malware, crawling, and 404 kind of issues. Okay, and you can submit the XML sitemap. If you don't want your all the pages to be indexed, okay, you can create a robots.txt, and then you can create your own XML sitemap, and then you can submit it through the search console. If all this is sounding to you as something alien, so don't worry. Your SEO lead trainer will explain you this in great detail with fantastic examples. So don't worry about that. Those who haven't done SEO, okay. So those who have done, they already know it. Okay, they understand that what I'm saying, what I'm uttering over here. Now, how do you access the webmaster tools? So it's simple. You go to google.com and then slash webmasters. Okay, that's how you access the search console or the webmaster tools. Now, you before you can link analytics and search console, again, the prerequisite is it must use a common ID. So if I am logged in over here for this website, let's say this one, I'll go to this other website called Kamash. Okay, or our dummy website, the other one, which is what was that? The indiasoriginal.com. The domain has expired. I haven't renewed it. So okay, now if I go to search queries, no, not here, not here, not here, not here. I no. What's wrong with this? AdWords search queries. No, not here. Sorry, search console. Sorry, landing pages. Okay, I was looking in the wrong section. That was the AdWords. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so here it is, and let's say I am choosing the data from 18 to 18 apply. That's not a good thing to see. Okay, so this is showing you some data. Okay, some data. We will see this data in some other accounts, so don't worry. Okay, so don't worry why I'm showing you Kamash. Okay, I was showing you Kamash. Okay, not for this report. Report I'll show you in THP only. I was showing you that I have access to this account called Kamash. Okay, at the added property. Okay, so if I go to user management, I'm logged in as Raju.Sharma. You can see this raju.sharma@gmail.com, and this has added permission. Okay, you can see this. I am logged in over here. You can see that. Okay, now, if I use the same ID for the search console, you can see that I am using the same ID, Raju.Sharma over here. Now, you can add a property and then link. Okay, so you can add property anyways, but you want to link search console with Google Analytics, then this common ID is required, right? So to add a property, you will do this again. I'm repeating. You will be doing this with your search engine optimization SEO lead trainer. So let's say my website is http www.flipkart.com. Okay, and I say add. I can add any website. Okay, but that doesn't mean it will start fetching data unless you prove, you verify that you own this. It's not going to show you the data. Okay, what kind of data, I'll tell you in a while. So the simplest method is that you download this file and upload it to flipkart.com. I can do this only if I have access to the servers of flipkart.com. So I can't do this and this will never be verified. If I click this, are you seeing there is a 404 error? Yeah. So the Flipkart is showing that this file doesn't exist on this server. Uh, so if I had access to this website, I would have uploaded this, and this would have been verified. Okay, I instead of seeing 404, I would be seeing a file which is working, and then I can verify this one by clicking this one. I'll say I'm not a robot, and then I'll say verify. And then it's going to work. Now, this time if I try, it will say no, it doesn't exist. The verification will fail. It says verification failed and all that. So that's how you do it. So let's come back to this. I'll not spend enough any more time on this. So this is how you add a website or a property to the search console, and then you need to verify if you own it. You can see this. This is a not verified property, digitalvidya.com, because I don't have access to it. And then same goes with the Flipkart. The only one in this account, raju.sharma@gmail.com, I have access to this one, kamash.com. This one also, but this domain has expired, but that doesn't matter. So let's say I added indiasoriginal.com to search console, and then I want to link it to the Google Analytics. So what I'll do, I'll select this one. After adding and verification, I will select it. Please make a note of it. And all that you can see: server connectivity, robots.txt, DNS, total 3 clicks, and all that. It is showing you a lot of information. Okay, and your research trainer would show you that how to uh, see your search appearance and all that. You will see everything over here. Okay, so but we'll not be discussing this again because it's not part of Google Analytics. But you should know that this is where you will be seeing all these things. You can see 16 items with errors, and then if you're looking at the search traffic, search analytics, you will see the reports like clicks, impressions, CTR position. But we will be analyzing the same thing in a much better way in Google Analytics, because this report is nicely formatted there. So coming back to this, how do you link it? So once you are here inside your property, you have to click this gear icon and then choose this option, Google Analytics property. Now I am logged in as this ID raju.sharma.com. It has access to many Google Analytics properties, and most of them are dummy ones. You know that. You also gave me, for example, Umang gave me the access to the Google Analytics account. So that's why you are seeing a lot of accounts over here. But what site we are linking right now? We are linking indiasoriginal.com. So this is what we need to select from here. You won't see this. You won't see such a long list because you'll be working in a real account, not a dummy one like this. So you'll have only one or maybe two at the most, or three Google Analytics properties over here. But you can see India's original is appearing over here. I will select this one and I'll say link complete, save, by clicking save. So this is how you link Search Console or Webmaster Tools with Google Analytics. Is this part clear to everyone? If this is clear, we can now discuss the Search Console reports. We can discuss the Search Console reports. And I'll tell you again, like I explained you, why you link AdWords with Google Analytics. So where you can find these reports, these are under acquisition, and then you will find it under Search Console. So you can see all these reports. Country devices reports are really simple. I'll explain you finding opportunities using the landing pages report and the queries report. Okay. All right. So let's come back to the presentation for a while, and we have done this already. Let's move forward. Now, Webmaster Tools provides data about what users see in Google search results before they decide to click to your site or some other site. And you can use this data to identify opportunities and prioritize development effort to increase the number of visitors to your site. Now, what does this mean? Okay, I'll explain this with you know few key concepts. So let's understand that first. So let's say I want to buy a Fitbit fitness band, and uh, or maybe I want to buy Microsoft Xbox. Okay, and you are Microsoft. Okay, let's take this example. Microsoft Xbox One. So my search query is Microsoft Xbox One. So I'll type it, I'll paste it over here. This is the search query. I am an end user, you are Microsoft. So my search query is Microsoft Xbox One. Okay, and let's type India online also. Okay, let's type India online also. Okay. So what you type on the search engine text box, this is called search query. In response, you see ads, you see organic results. Now we are not talking about ads, we are talking about the organic traffic. So you are Microsoft, okay, and your link is appearing on top as xbox.com/english-en. So that's the, so these three things, okay. This title, this is called title, this is called the landing page URL, and this is called the description. So these three things together are called a snippet. Okay, remember, these three things together are called snippet. So the landing page, this landing page is appearing from xbox.com in response to this query, search query on Google search engine, and its position is 1. So let me write landing page, you are Microsoft, right? Appearing at position 1. Okay, now I think that I am not getting the desired results. Okay, so I'm changing my query. That's how we all search, isn't it? When we don't see the desired result, we change the search query. So I'm saying Microsoft Xbox One, buy India online. Okay, so this is a different query now. Now what is happening here? You are still Microsoft, okay, and uh, I am this end user. So this time the search query is different. Search query 2, that's the search query. Okay, and for this search query, Microsoft's landing page. Now you notice this landing page, same landing page. How although there are two pages now which are appearing in response to this from xbox.com slash en-in. So two pages are appearing, but we are focusing only on this one because this page appeared for the first query also. It's only for understanding this concept. It will be clear in a while if you are thinking it's confusing. Now this landing page, the same landing page, is now appearing at position number. What is the position now? It's position, and I'm talking about the organic position. 1, 2, 3, 4. The organic position is 1 now. Oh, sorry, 4 now. All right. Are we clear? Are we clear what is search query? Are we clear what is the landing page URL? Are we clear what these three things are called together? They're called a snippet. Are we clear, everybody? Quickly respond so that I can explain you more about it. So we are clear with this. Okay. Now the average position. There is something called average position. Average position of this landing page is 2.5. If you are wondering how 2.5, so there is a formula for it. The formula is, this is how Google analytic, Google calculates the average position of your landing pages. So it is sum of all the positions divided by unique number of queries equals to average position. So by this formula, this is 1 plus 4 divided by 2, because so far we have only 2 queries and it makes it 2.5. I hope this is clear. See, this is the formula. If there are more queries by end users, because after all it is Google, and it's about Microsoft Xbox. So there would be thousands of searches every day taking place for Microsoft Xbox, right? On Google, we don't know those search queries, but Google knows about it. So this is how Google will be calculating. It will be taking the total of all the positions, sum of all the positions, and it will divide this by the unique number of queries that made this URL appear on Google's search engine result page. And that's how it calculates the average position. Is average position calculation clear to everyone? Very simple arithmetic, right? Is that clear? Everyone, quickly confirm if you are okay. Rutika, is that clear? Panchami, is that clear? Yeah, everybody. Okay, so it is clear, right? Okay. Now let's see a little more about the concept, okay, and the key concept. Now, what happens when you search? When you are by entering a search query, you see result in response on the search engine result page. So for all the links that are appearing, the impression count is increased by 1. Impression count is increased by 1 for all the landing pages URL that appear on SERP. So you can call it impression plus plus. Now there is something called click count. Now the click count will be increased by 1. Click count is increased by 1 only for the landing page that your user clicked, okay, or you can call it uh, click count plus plus. So if I am here, impression count has been increased by 1 for all the URLs that are appearing, but I am clicking only this one, Amazon, okay. So only for this URL on Amazon, the click count, if they are using they are of course doing it with search engine console, of course. So the click count will increase only for this one, only for this one, and for it, the impression count will also be increased for this one. Yeah. So uh, okay, so Umang is experiencing some network issues. So that's okay, Umang. I'm sharing this feedback link with you. Here is the feedback link, Umang. You can please watch the recording of the remaining session and connect with me through the Q&A. Okay. If you have any queries, I'll make sure your queries are resolved. All right. Okay. So guys, coming back to this, so the impression count will be increased by 1 for all, but the click count will be increased by 1 only for the link that you had clicked. Are we clear? Are we clear with the impression count and click count also? Are we clear? Okay. All right. Okay, great. So we understand the key concepts. Now let's check the reports with this understanding. Okay, so I am going to search console and landing page, and I tell you that this is the list of landing pages that appeared for the given search queries. Google is not showing you all those search queries in this report. Okay, you use third-party tools if you really want to know all that. Okay, so Now what is happening? It says that your page, seven benefits for Ragi, seven benefits of Ragi for kids, appeared 21,246 times in this selected period of time, in this selected period or selected date range. Okay, it appeared 21,246 times, and it was clicked this was clicked 1,996 times. That made this click through rate of 9.39%. What is the click through rate? The clicks divided by impressions into 100, right? Let's do this calculation here. 1996 divided by the total number of impressions, 21246 into 100. So the answer is 9.39. So we are seeing the same thing over here. It is saying your click through rate is 9.39%. Okay, and the average position is 8.1. What is the average position? 8.1. Sometimes it is appearing at position number 8, okay, over here, or it is appearing at 9, or maybe sometimes it is appearing at 7, sometimes at the position number 10, because we really don't know within the search console that for how many queries it is appearing at different positions. But whatever number of queries are and whatever those positions are, our average position seems okay. Our average position is 8.1. So we are at least on the first page, but we are not in the first fold, we are at the bottom of the page. Yeah, are we clear with this concept? Are we clear with this concept? Everybody, are we clear? Now I tell you something very important. This is position 8.1, and you are still getting a great click through rate of 9.39. Consider this example. This is the average position 2.1, and there are not less impressions. They are good. 16,000, almost 16,000 impressions, but still only 180 clicks. That made this click through rate of 1.13 only. This is a pathetic click through rate, isn't it? Isn't it? And this is a very good click through rate, because it is, despite appearing its not so great position, people are clicking it at a very high number. Are we clear with this concept, that despite a not so good position, more people are clicking on it? Now consider this as great opportunity. Consider this as great opportunity, because now you can work on its SEO, you can improve its on page optimization, you can do all that off page optimization things like link building, etc., and you can improve the position of this page. Better position, higher click through rate, because they are already proving this thing, that despite this not so good, they are interested in this content. So it's a great opportunity. Okay, and you can by improving the position, get more traffic on your website through this landing page. Is this an opportunity, and is this clear to everyone? Is this an opportunity, and is this clear to everyone? So this is how you will be using this report. Okay, let me show you another report within the same section. And this section is this report is queries report. Now queries report is uh, another interesting report, because it tells you the queries people are entering into the search engine, and for these queries some of your landing pages are ranking. Okay, we don't know what landing pages. Again, I'm saying Google is not going to show you it in search console. This relation is not be shown to you over here. You use third party tools. Okay, your SEO trainer, I'm sure, if those who have done, would have explained to you about all these things in great detail, or those who will be doing it, they will be understanding it in great detail. Now for the search query Ragi for kids, okay, your uh, average position for, I don't know what landing page, is 2.7, but whatever it is, now you can see this, your average position is 2.7. Your click through rate is so good, 29.08%. we can think it, we can relate it. It is the same landing page benefits of Ragi for kids, the page which was appearing on top, right? So probably we can relate to this. Okay, but anyways, you can see this when your average position is 2.7, your click through rate is so good, 29.08%. And when your click through rate is 1.2%, you can see it is 36.36. If your position is 1.6, it is amazingly good, 70.59%. Now you see this is 2.9, this is again so good, this is 26.06%. The point I'm trying to convey here is, if your average position is lower, it means you are ranking higher. With a lower position, you rank higher. Then your click through rate becomes great. Are we clear? If you are appearing on top of the search engine result page, you get a better click through rate. More clicks means more organic traffic on your website. But in some cases, you will see a very strange thing. This one is appearing at position 1.6 and getting 70.59 click through rate. That's the click through rate. So good, superb. But this one is also appearing at 1.6, but getting such a pathetic click through rate, 0.8%. Do you want to know the reason? Do you want to know the reason? And first of all, tell me, is this clear what I'm saying? Is this clear? The general concept is, if your position is good, you will get a good click through rate. But we have seen both the examples here. We have seen good examples and we are seeing a pathetic one also. So what could be the reason of this pathetic performance, this CTR? Let's see that. Yeah, there is no ad here. There is no ad here. It is organic, Shatakshi. This is no. There is no ad. This is the landing page URL on the search engine result page. Okay, so I'll come back to this. We are not talking about ads. We are talking about what? We're talking about the snippet. Now, the problem is with the snippet. Okay, let's search something else. I will search, for example, Nokia, not Nokia, because Nokia phones are exclusively on Amazon and Flipkart, I think. Let's check for Karshar WD3 by India Online. So that's a vacuum cleaner by a German brand. Now tell me, if you are searching, if you are the end user, which link would you click? Now I want responses from everyone. I want response from everyone. Quickly tell me, which link will you click? Which link will you click? Flipkart or Snapdeal having ratings? Okay, so you will select Flipkart or Snapdeal. Okay, all right. And Amazon also has reviews, okay, and ratings. So I get your point. You will trust the one which is giving you better information. Is that what you are saying? What about others? Panchami, what is your opinion? Devyani, Sana, what is your opinion? Chiranjit, what is your opinion? So Shadakshi is saying that if you are seeing a snippet with better information, with relevant information, okay, that link should be clicked by the end user. Okay, so we can see that Flipkart and Snapdeal links are appearing with ratings and reviews, and let us see if any of them are appearing with some price also. So yeah, this one is appearing with price. This one is also appearing as cash on delivery, free shipping, replacement guarantee 30 days. So this looks convincing to me. Okay, I will probably click a link. Okay, I will probably click a link which gives me more relevant information, better ratings and reviews. So your title should be compelling enough, and your description should be convincing enough. Okay, and it should have relevant information. if your page is appearing, if your landing page is appearing even on top, but the snippet is bad, then you are not going to get a click through rate, a good click through rate. Let's check once again. Microsoft Xbox One by India Online. So probably you will see one link from Xbox, but you may not click that because you know this is a link that you would not like to click. Instead, you would like to click this one, Flipkart, because it is appearing with price, it is appearing with technical specification. So despite their good position like 1 and 2, they may not get a great click through rate, and this one will get a great click through rate because it is appearing with more and relevant information. So I think you got the point. So you tell your developer to change the title, give the title, give the meta description, and then make your snippet really appealing enough so that you get a better click through rate. Okay, now I request everyone to submit the feedback, and then we'll continue for another 10 minutes. I'll start with behavior section reports very quickly. I'll cover 2 3 reports only. Okay, but let's start it with today because we in fact spend more time than I had expected uh, in the UTM parameters last class. So here is the feedback link. Please submit the feedback and let me know. And as Oman said that share all those links, and I said I will be sharing definitely only with those who are submitting the feedback, isn't it? That's a deal, huh? So submit the feedback quickly and let me know when you are done with the feedback. And as I said, that will continue for another 10 minutes. Otherwise, it will be difficult for me to complete all the topics in the last class. So okay, so I am still waiting for Chiranjeet, Devyani, Shatakshi, and Rutika's feedback. So please quickly submit the feedback and we'll continue. Uh, Devyani and Chiranjeet, Rutika, please quickly submit and then we'll continue. Okay, thank you, Chiranjeet. Okay, all right. So I'm not sure if Devyani and Rutika are in the session. So let's continue. Okay, so the next topic that we are going to cover is behavior reports. Okay, and we'll understand how key metrics in the behavior reports are calculated, and we'll again use behavior reports to find the basic basic optimization opportunities. Now, uh, okay, let's do one thing, because what I feel here, it cannot be completed in 10 minutes. So okay, so let's stop here only, because I am still seeing a problem, because if I start explaining only these metrics in the first report itself, it is going to take some time. So let's hold it here. I mean, let's stop here only. Okay. What I'll do to complete it in the next class, I'll take different examples. Okay, so that we can cover it with the same understanding a little fast. How's that? I mean, I'm okay both ways. If you want, I can still be in the session. I am not in a hurry. So you can tell me that. You can tell me that. If you are okay, we can do this right now, or we can do this in the next class also. Next time, Shatakshi says so. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. But then what I suggest here, that you please be online on time. Can you be online 5 minutes prior to the session? Everybody, can you be online 5 minutes prior to the session, so that we start on time, exactly 8 my time, exactly 8 p.m. my time? Yeah. Okay. All right. Then you enjoy your rest of the evening. Enjoy your meal. Bye bye. Thank you, Shatakshi. All right, guys. Bye bye.